dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Seahawks and the Titans, next on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store. Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
There we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout this.
Derrick Henry all alone. Still going. He may go. rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Levis now off of play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Levis to throw off play action. Going right back to Fant. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. Play action now. Levis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Virgil hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Pardon is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Well, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Levis back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake it. Now Smith. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, some strong running. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 8. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, here's Smith. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play action. Here's Levis. His throw incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that takes us from second to third down. You talk about this Titan defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You know, it's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here we go, 4th down, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll throw it again with Levis. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. You know, Derrick Henry all alone. Now he's loose again. He's on his way. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 230 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Geno down to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle it.
It's a Titans touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-rated division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will cut the lead down to 15. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here. And it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Henry up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go Wednesday. On Wednesday.
46-yard line.
Now Geno. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Levis to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And Levis going back to the air. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Levis out of the shotgun now. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Running from the gun with Henry to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith, and the catch made by Hopkins. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Seahawks 27. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw, Smith.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 75 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Levis. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Levis to throw off play action.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Denzel Mims.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Henry. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving.
Levis now off of play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Levis. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Levis back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A second down throw from Levis. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titan 16. Levis to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Levis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Levis sets up to throw here. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Muscles him off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got Fan. He just keeps on connecting with him.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Levis looking to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the interception, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Gino.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Gino. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Folks' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
First down, Seattle.
Play action now. Levis.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down, Seahawks.
Levis to throw off play action. That is caught by Mims. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes
silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now Smith on the slant, Burks. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Geno now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Recovered by Seattle.
Levis now off of play action.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Off the play fake, Levis.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play.
Derrick Henry all alone. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it again with Henry. He stiff-arms him. And Hill running right through it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read. It almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Smith. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Meanwhile, Levis's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Denzel Mims with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Hall in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks take back over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Levis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Levis sets up the throw here.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown!
Denzel Mims.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
69. Titans 55.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Titans.
Smith to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, Levis.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith now to throw. pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
That is caught by Mims.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone.